I think it just collectively as a unit on both sides of the ball. I mean, when we have an opportunity to make a play, we talk about that, capitalize on it, make the plays that count, and make the plays that matter. And it seemed like everybody was flying around to the ball today. The offense did a heck of a job with their time of possession.
Was it nice to have a break
Yeah,
for a long time?
it was saving our legs a little bit. I don't even know how many plays we had. I'm pretty sure it's pretty low, but shout out to the offense for that. And defensively, we picked it up. I feel like at the end, there's still some stuff to clean up and correct. We left a lot on the board, on the table, I feel like. But, a win is a win at the end of the day. So.
If you can start off 7-0, it's a lot easier to, manage that game. And they did a good job. The Raiders did, obviously, keeping it close for most of the game. And, we were able to make more plays than them. And ultimately, that's what did it.
A lot of series where we had a lot of drives, 16-play drives, stuff like that. We just want to wear the defense down. And, the offensive line, the whole offense in the whole, I feel like we all did pretty good today. And, we just going to keep getting better. We're going to learn from our mistakes and get better and get ready for this next game against Green Bay.
We needed to show what we can do, what we were capable of doing, and that's what we're capable of doing. We're capable of moving the ball up and down the field, getting the ball in our playmakers, and just wearing out defenses. And, all of us up front did what we needed to do today. Bo played phenomenal. We played clean football, and, obviously we did what we needed to do. We handled the penalty issue. Obviously, that was down big time today. That was a big plus for us, and, the sky's the limit for us. If we do what we're supposed to do, we're a hard team to beat.
Shoot, we got pressure on them. And them guys are fast. They did a good job of getting out of some of those sacks. They did a good job of, kind of turning some of those would-be sacks into pressures or hits. And credit to them. But our job is to make sure they're uncomfortable all game. And I think anybody that watches that tape can see that he's uncomfortable.
We did a lot of things well today that put us in positions no matter what personnel groupings were on the field. We were able to, in Sean's words, play the songs we know by heart. And we were able to do that well and play efficiently today. I love the plan, and it put our players in great positions to win.
I mean, we controlled it, and it felt really good to look up at the end of the first quarter, and it was like, oh, we had one drive. Why? Oh, we had 16 plays. Like, that's awesome. So
yeah, it was very balanced tonight. I feel like this might have been our best offensive performance this whole year. And we're gonna continue to watch the film, grow, get better. And we got a big one against Green Bay next week.
I think for a second there, I thought for sure I was going down. The call, I was trying to get to the call. It's kind of hard to get to the call sometimes, but short kick, and it's like as a returner, you get it like a short punt. It's one of those high skiers, and you got to look up, so you don't know what's going on in front of you. So it's kind of like a trust thing, and end up taking a chance, returning it, and then all those guys right there, I kind of just thought I was going down, end up staying up, and got to the wall, and JL Skinner was right there ready, and we had a whole bunch of guys just sitting there waiting for anything coming from the inside. It was a real good play.
It was great, man, because we talked about it, man. Marvin's going to break through and score him a touchdown, and it finally came through in the clutch.
I look at JL Skinner. That guy's been a demon for us, for special teams, for, as long as I've been here. He's been in the mix of big plays, all that stuff. He might not go on stage because he's on special teams, but, he's a huge, kind of like a huge product of this team. He's been working his tail off, and he comes to play, every day. If it's hit something, block something, he's going to do his job. So that's one person I've definitely, grown to trust, and whenever he says, hey, come my way, that's a guy you listen to. So JL's been absolutely great.
10-game win streak, man, it's a blessing. And it's a credit to how hard guys work. It's a credit to the way guys care about each other. And, man, you look next to each other, and we realize that we don't want to fail our brothers, and we don't want to fail ourselves. And I think that's kind of what breeds this.
JFM.
Yeah, it feels good finally watching the tide, change. We stuck with it. There's a bunch of guys that stuck through the process for a couple years now, and to finally fulfill, this moment, this opportunity. 11 wins on the season is not easy to do in this league, so, it's something to be, very pleased and happy about. So
I said it earlier, RJ is coming into form. He's making humongous plays for our football team. He did a little bit of everything today, protected well when he needed to, ran the ball well, and obviously caught a lot of passes that moved the chains. And as we get closer and closer to the playoffs and more important football down the stretch here, we need everybody to step up, and RJ's no exception. He played it off today, and he's been playing his butt off, and I can't wait to see what he keeps doing because he's growing every single week.
RJ, he's been great for us. Receiving, running the ball, all that stuff. Especially with JK going down. I mean, him and Jalil have stepped up tremendously, and TB. I mean, it's been good to see the production out of that room, and it helps us a lot. It helps the run game. It helps everything. I think it helps Bo a lot too. So I mean, our offense. I mean, RJ Harvey was a huge part of our offense today. Just getting the ball in his hands, letting him make plays, and it ended up being really good.
I work hard every day. I put in the work, watch a lot of film. Eventually it's gonna pay off. The amount of touches that I'm getting, it's just gonna. Every game is just gonna continue to get better and better for me. So.
Sure, but it doesn't matter unless we finish the job. So we got a lot of football left to play. This next month stretch is very important to us and what we're doing and moving forward. So we just got to keep winning ball games.
Each and every week a new opponent comes. Obviously we got some great opponents coming up for the rest of the year. So this is. If we want to be that team that we talk about, these are the games that matter and count. So.
If you want to make it to the big game, you got to win big games. And every week that we get a chance to put our stuff on tape and show what type of team we are, it is an opportunity that we can't let pass us. And, these next 3-4 games is huge to where we want to go as far as seeding and so far and so forth that, we can't take it for granted. And we know we're going to practice, we're going to prepare for these teams, and we'll play our style of football.